It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. You look at the Timberwolves. Now, here's Adebayo. Top of the key. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Adebayo's got the first points on the scoreboard for Dallas. And the defense of the Timberwolves, Stan, as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Pocket two. Cunningham's shot is off. Now the Mavericks with it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lobbed up there for Wells. It's stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Trent. Miller outside. Inside. And stolen by White.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Adebayo the screen. Here's Wells. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Cunningham outside. And it's Miller in the corner. Johnson outside. It's stolen by Adebayo. Fast break, Dallas. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, you got to credit the stellar defense from Bam there. He got the steal to set that play in motion. He is a difference maker on that end.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
To the left side wing. To the inside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
And that one's good, Abaji.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Cunningham on the wing. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Poke loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Dallas with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. The shot by Wells, no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Cunningham outside. Out to Miller. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Now White. Nothing on the board. Pass to Agbaji. Adebayo with the ball. Outside White. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Now Sarr. Back to Miller. Pass to Sarr. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Dallas leading by 5. Here's White. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Back to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the triple.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Now, here's Cunningham. Johnson right side. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So it's Carter who brings the ball up for Dallas. It's a 3-point game. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Pass to Agbaji. To the paint. And stolen by Sarr. Down low. Back to Cunningham. Now, here's Johnson. The kick out to Cunningham. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Carter outside. Pass to Tyson. Done outside. And here's Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Agbaji can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail. It's Trent on the wing. Still scoreless. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
Done outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Carter left side. Trying to end the drought. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Mavericks getting their first free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Carter outside, and then Carter with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's Dallas leading by just 1. And we'll get going after this from the American. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
The Mavericks leading. Pass to Oladipo. Carter with it. Back to Oladipo. And here's Carter. Covered by Cunningham. And it's Carter missing.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Miller outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Dallas. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And here's Carter. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Three-pointer, Horford. Shepard with the ball. Pass to Toppin. Over in the corner, Shepard. Back to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Carter outside. Horford with it. Picked up by Portis. Outside, Horford. They get it back. Out to Carter. Pass to Oladipo. Goes up again. And he lays it up and in. Oladipo's got his first points of the game. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. That three off the mark. Cunningham with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Now, here's Cunningham.
Well, the pressure on Cunningham when he came into the league was immense. He's gone through adversity, but he's never stopped working to improve.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Outside, White. Carter with the screen. Carter on the wing. This one for three. And he's good on the 3-ball. Carter's got 7 points in the game.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Left side, Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. White with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Back to White, and White with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Right side, Portis. In the corner, it's Toppin. Buries it from 3-point range. Toppin's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. White looking around. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 26.
Left side, Horford. Launches it. Sinks the 3-pointer. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Dinwiddie attacking. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Pass to White. Dunn outside. Lobs it up there for White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Shepard. From past the arc. Now Theibel. And stolen by Horford. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Oh, great anticipation from Horford on D there. Gets ahead of the ball there for the steal and initiates the fast break.
Here's Dinwiddie. Back to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Balls to Dinwiddie. Shoots over White. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Pass to Abaji. Shoots the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:02 left in the first half. Dinwiddie outside. Shepard with the ball. Misses the 3. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Teams changing it up here. leading by 3. Outside, White. .34 seconds left to play here in the half. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now, Dinwiddie. Pass to Shepard. The 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Right side, White. And stolen by Portis. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Timberwolves trail by 3. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
We haven't mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Cunningham with the slam.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of from Cunningham.
To the middle. It's stolen by Cunningham. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Drives to the hoop. Got a piece of it. And taken away by Johnson. Cunningham left side. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Dallas. The lead is 2. Pass to Wells. Adebayo the screen. And a shot by Wells, no good. Here's Cunningham. He has 6. It's Trent on the wing. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Outside, White. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's his comfort zone. That's where he lives. Adebayo's so strong in the paint.
Out to Miller. Pass to Sarr. And here is Johnson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Done outside. Here's Abaji. Nailed from three-point land. Abaji's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Mavs. Pass to Trent. Here's Sarr. He's guarded by Adebayo. Cunningham on the wing. 6 points for him. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. White with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Outside, White. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Adebayo. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Puts it up for Adebayo. And stolen by Sarr. Cunningham outside. At the elbow, it's Sarr. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Sarr's got 8.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
To the inside. At the top of the key, Wells. Back to Adebayo. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Adebayo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Pass to Cunningham. Miller outside. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Abaji. 10 points for him. And the 3 off target. Cunningham with it. Johnson the screen. Pass to Sarr. 3-pointer. The kick out to Cunningham. Back to Johnson. Cunningham outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Conley left side. Yep, it counts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dinwiddie right side. .139 left to play here in the 3rd. It's Miller on the wing. There's the triple. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Carter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
First team.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavs.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
1:14 left in the 3rd quarter. Mavericks leading by 7. Now here's Conley. Takes the 3. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Timberwolves substitution. Number 12, Matisse Thybulle.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Shepard. Back to Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. Shepard with the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Shepard's got himself on the board with 3 there. And here is Conley. Back to Carter. And there's the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Taking 2 shots.
Carter hits them both. Timberwolves trail by 6. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Shepard. The 3. Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So it's the Mavericks now. 6-point game. Carter outside. Pass to Garuba. To the right side. Dallas moving it around. And the basket is good. Conley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Dinwiddie outside. 6 to shoot. Buries it down low.
And in tight, Dinwiddie's got a good sense of how to be effective. Whether it's with the power or finesse, he can find a way to beat his man.
Now Conley. Pass to Carter. Here's Tyson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 6. Now Thibault. To the paint. It's tipped. And stolen by Horford. Here's Carter. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Shepard. Here's the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
They set the pick. Outside Conley. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here now is Dinwiddie. Over to the wing. Here's Shepard. Pass to Portis. Horford with the rebound. Dallas leading by 5. And stolen by Portis. And now it's top and running. He can go all the way. Dinwiddie outside. Now, here's Portis.
Timeout.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Both teams will make substitutions. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thanks, David. Back to White. Down low. Dallas again turning it over.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by White. And a wide open look for Sarr. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
Pass to Abaji. Back to White. They set the screen. 4 on the shot clock. To stop the drought, it's tipped.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away.
Back to Cunningham. Out to Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. White with it. Pass to Adebayo. Back to White. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
Now, here's Cunningham. Here's Sarr. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Up top, Adebayo. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Now Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, in these big moments, Cunningham really wants the ball.
Pass to Wells. Outside, White. Here's Abaji. And here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 14-6 run. Back to Cunningham. Here's the screen. Pass to Sarr. Unloads. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Assisted by
Sarr's got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota. Outside, White. And here is Wells. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
Cunningham drives in. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
There's White. Inside. Out left to the wing. Double team on Adebayo. Here's Abaji. Miller grabs the miss. And so Miller will bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a one-point game. To Cunningham. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the foul called on Alex Song. That's foul number 2 for him. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what are their best options now?
And definitely, they've got to get that defensive strategy in place. You have to play it smart. A stop probably wins the game for them, but they cannot afford a foul.
So both teams making some changes here. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. White with it. Just 4 to shoot. It's good!
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. He's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
Cunningham for 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close.